Yes, sir. What is going on, YouTube? It is your boy, D-Nolly, a.k.a. Don Squally, and we are back at it with another Forza Horizon 3 build video, man. You guys asked, and your boy Don Squally is answering. You guys said you wanted to see more Horizon 3 gameplay, less Forza Motorsport 7 gameplay, so that is exactly what we are going to do today, man. So as always, we do have a request coming from a couple of different people here. Jake 1994, Adam Websley, Joan Bakers, and Elite Gamer 1559 all want to see a Lamborghini build. Now, you guys will notice that we did start out in a relatively nice Lamborghini here, but what I want to do for today's build is something a little bit different. Now, you guys do know that in the last couple of uploads, I've been kind of asking for a couple of oddball requests. So what I want to do with this, you know, just typical Lamborghini build that we do have requested here is actually do an off-road Lamborghini. Now, for those of you guys who have been playing Forza for a little while, you guys will know that there is, in fact, a Lamborghini that is pretty much built for off-road. You know, that is the Lamborghini Urus. Now, the thing about that is I want to take a Lamborghini that's meant for the street, per se, and take it off-roading. Now, we do have a couple of different options here. Now, obviously, we could jump into something, you know, top-notch here. The Centenario, the Aventador. Of course, we have the Huracan here. But I'm thinking we take this back to something a little bit classic. Now, I'm thinking either the Diablo or the Countach. Now, both of these cars, very nice Lamborghinis, in my opinion. I'm really leaning towards the Diablo, but I almost want to do an Aventador because it looks like we don't actually own one of these things. You can see that we don't have an Aventador. So what I'm thinking is we're going to go ahead and jump up in this Lamborghini and see if we can make this thing a little bit better for off-roading. Now, I do like that orange color right out of the box, so I'm thinking we're going to stick with that for now. Maybe switch it up a little later in the video. And as always, for those of you guys who are new to the channel, man, let me know what you want to see down in the comments section, man, and we're going to try to make that a reality. So first and foremost, we are going to jump into the upgrades. Now, it looks like we do have the body kit preset with that Liberty Works body kit on here. Now, I'm thinking that's probably not going to be, you know, the route that we go for this car because, you know, we want this thing to be off-road, and with that wide body kit, I think this thing most certainly would have to be lowered in order to make that look good. Now, we do have the stock naturally aspirated engine in here. I'm thinking because this is going to be an off-road build, we're really not going to need an excess of power. Now, there are only a few things that I do want to do as far as, you know, the build itself. And, you know, speed really isn't something that I'm too concerned about at this current point in time. Now, obviously, for an off-road rig, we're not going to need a wing. Now, I almost wish they had a little bit of a bash bar, a light bar on the top. Obviously, Forza limits you to really what you can do visually. But that's not going to stop us from throwing on some rally tires. Now, I do have an idea of exactly what I want to do with this thing. Rally tires are going to be our best option for the time being. I'm going to see how they perform once we get out there. Wheels and tire combo. Now, imagine this was a pickup truck. What would you put on there? Maybe some rock stars, some nice chrome wheels. I'm going to imagine that this is a pickup truck. Skim through a few of my options here and let you guys know what I come up with. Now, out of all the different options, I wanted something that looked different and definitely looked a little more rugged than your standard rim. And I think these Mickey Thompson Classic beadlocks right here are going to be the way that we go. Now, obviously, the chrome, a little bit tacky for the time being, but bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. I kind of have a bit of an idea on where I want to go with this one. Clutch is definitely going to have to get upgraded. Transmission, not the most important thing, but the differential I do want to have control over, so we're going to go ahead and upgrade that. Now, as far as the suspension goes, we need that rally suspension, so we're going to go ahead, throw that on there. Anti-roll bars, I think, are going to help with the body roll, since we're going to be running this thing a little higher than it would be from stock. Now you can see that stance already starting to come together here. And like I said, with the power intake, doesn't look like we have the option for an exhaust here. You know, Lamborghini obviously making the moves as far as performance and flow going with that. So I'm just going to upgrade the intake manifold, and the fuel system. Just very basic mods that you can do pretty much from the top of the motor that anybody can do. I think we're just going to do a nice easy build, because like I say, I have plans for this thing on exactly where I want to take it, in which you guys are going to see in a second. I think this is going to be a very cool build. Now, one of the things that I do want to do with the alignment is make sure that we're riding as high as we can get, which we are. Not too concerned with the softness or the stiffness of the springs here. I think this is going to be pretty nice. We do want a little bit of absorption and dampening when we're going over bumps and stuff like that. Now, the only other thing that I did want to do is put a little bit of the that torque to the front wheels. Now, a lot of you guys are going to probably ask, why would I do that in such a sweet car, Lamborghini? You know, it should be all-wheel drive, more so towards the rear wheels than the front wheels. But like I say, I do have plans, and we're going to try to bring this together and hopefully hit some nice trails here. Now, one of the things that I did want to do with the paint is get a little bit of a custom matte paint job here. I didn't want to go with that red though, so we're going to see if we can customize this and find something that suits this thing. Well, it's probably not going to suit this at all, because we're really going to try to think outside the box with this build. See if we can find something that I like. Now, as you can see, kind of going for an army green bomber style on this one. I think it's going to look very dope. Do have a few ideas with the, just a few decals that we're going to throw on this thing. But I think that color looks very rugged, very off-road-like. And as always, we have too many save files, so I'm going to have to delete a couple of files here. Since, Forza Horizon 4 is going to be coming out very shortly, I can afford to delete pretty much all the files on here, man. We got to do a very big auction very shortly. Now, I do notice not a lot of people have been watching the videos, a little under 1,000 people. So if you guys do want to see an auction, this would be a good time, because it would be, a very, shall we say, small crowd that is actually buying and bidding on the vehicles. So maybe next week, if we get enough people, hashtag auction down in the comment section, man, we can make that happen. But now that we got the paint out of the way, there is just a few things that I wanted to do. Just a couple of vinyl shapes here, really set the side and the tone off a little bit. So I'm going to add a few things here, see if I can find something that really suits this car. Now, for the sake of keeping things short and sweet, just kind of wanted to do something, nothing too serious. As you can see from the side here, just a few things to set the side off a little bit, give it a little bit of contrast with the red there. I always liked the Army Jeeps and stuff like that had the red with the green coloring on it. I always thought that was very cool. So I think what we're going to do is probably do that on this thing. And now that we got all of that out of the way, we're ready to hit the road with this bad boy, man. And what better place to take an off-road Lamborghini than Blizzard Mountain? Now, keep in mind, we are rocking the rally tires here, not the snow tires, but I think the rally tires, they should probably be better than the street tires that this thing had before. Now, it looks like I just entered the festival again, so now this thing having a huge rear bias, I'm starting to realize, is actually not ideal for this kind of situation. I'm going to take this thing out on the road real quick, and I guess we'll find some trails to hit in a second, but I just got to feel this thing out, because, with an all-wheel drive, oh, my bad, with an all-wheel drive, you would typically expect the rear wheel, the rear to kick out just a little bit. But this really doesn't. The front completely pulls the whole car to where you need it to go. Now, obviously, you get a lot of understeer coming around corners because of that. But I think if I can get used to it, it may not be a bad thing. Now, this car pulling very nicely. Now, you can see the situation that I'm using this thing in. Obviously, not really needing a whole lot of power or extra power. I mean, this thing's already plenty fast, but I mean, grip and handling is more what I'm concerned about right now. We are keeping up with a nice, looks like this Audi of some sort. He is in, oh, it's a TT, okay. I don't know if that's, you know, if that was impressive or not. A TT, not necessarily known for being the fastest of the Audis, but brakes work fantastic. Now, initially, I thought it was these tires here that were giving me the understeer issue, but it's just something that you kind of had to get used to, I think. Now that I got it figured out, it's pretty easy now. When you do want to get the back end out, you really have to get on that e-brake and keep on the gas, and that's going to obviously, it's more of a power slide than a drift, but just a very clean, smooth power band all around. What you would expect from a naturally aspirated Lamborghini here. I'm actually pretty impressed with how it runs off-road, to be honest. Especially in the snow with rally tires. I think if we got some snow tires on this thing, it might actually be, you know, a force to be reckoned with out here on this mountain. But, I mean, for a Lamborghini with a lift kit and some off-road tires, this thing is definitely a lot of fun. I would recommend the build. But I think what we should probably do, oh, we're almost causing accidents. We're going the wrong way, ladies and gents. What I'm thinking we're probably going to do here is put an end to this video. I feel like I've been rambling on, and you know that DVR doesn't have unlimited gigabytes up in here, so I'm thinking that's going to probably be a wrap. So yeah, let's enter photo mode. I'm liking the way things are looking up here on this crispy mountaintop here. We're going to go ahead, reset that cosmetic damage just to give it that off-road appeal to it. Actually, I don't know. Maybe we should get a little bit, just a little bit of snow on there. Let's just do a small dusting. Small burnout. Make it look a little bit authentic. So we didn't just pull up on the mountaintop. There we go. Just a little dabble. And I'm thinking that's going to be good for this video, man. So as always, if you guys did enjoy this one, don't forget to smash that like button if you guys want to see more. And you are not subscribed yet, definitely do so, man. You guys know we're doing this type of thing on the regular, so definitely stay tuned, keep it locked, and yeah, don't forget to smash that like button, you mofo boy. But where's that angle, man? We're looking for that perfect shot, but I'm not seeing it right here on this mountaintop. I'm thinking that's probably gonna be it right there, man. So with that being said, I am your boy D Nolly, aka Don Squally, and we're gonna catch y'all mofos at the next one, man. Peace. Don't die. Oh shit, where you going, bro? Don't be creeping on my friend. Don't be creeping on my friend. You and your homie. Oh, nut shot. Nut shot. Oh, buddy. Let's go. And your boy, man. Get him out of here. Oh, you fucking. Oh, my God.